the Pledge of Allegiance, and Chris Wong is going to lead us in that.
You could put your right hand over your heart and repeat after me. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. We'll now have our inspirational quote from Victoria Stapleton. Good thing I have one ready. Okay. Okay, it says, okay, you can make money or you can make excuses. Okay, which do you guys prefer? Okay, that's from Tom Ferry. Sounds like Tom Ferry. All right. Well, I already told you a little bit about myself. There's a bio on Rosa Santibanez sitting right here next to me. She's actually supposed to be standing here, or I should be sitting on her lap. She's the one that did the bios for the both of us. I want to thank her for that. If you're a member and you would like to make an announcement, please fill out the announcement form located on my left and return it to Belen right there. Now we have a few housekeeping tips. All participants on Zoom will be muted upon entry to the MLS breakfast meeting. Should you have a question or a comment, remember to enter it into the chat box. Please remember to join us weekly as we have our hybrid MLS breakfast meeting every Thursday, 9 a.m. As always, this meeting is being recorded and will be available online on YouTube channel, West San Gabriel Valley Realtors. Please remember to follow the West San Gabriel Valley Realtors social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also watch all of our pre-recorded videos on YouTube. Join us next for the text message group for updates. Text West San Gabriel Valley Realtors to the number 888-301-2201. Good thing I have all these prompts here to help me. All right, today's agenda consists of our affiliate spotlight, Tony Escamilla, for VIA Home Inspections. Our guest speaker is Jeb Clarke, Government Affairs, West San Gabriel Valley Realtors, and our special guest is Sasha Renee Perez, candidate for the California State Senate 25th District. Just a reminder that to be eligible for today's drawings, you have to be a West San Gabriel Valley Association member, be here in person at the association. We'll be having an attendance drawing. We'll also have an Amazon gift card drawing and then a 50-50 raffle. Not too late to buy some of these tickets. Today, our affiliate spotlight is going to be Chair Lena Thankray of US Bank, Vice Chair Teresa Wen of Loan Direct. All right, Tony.
Not sure that Tony's here this morning. Yeah.
It says here, Tony.
Yes, I know. He's not here.
All right, so we'll continue. All right, we will now have our affiliate instructions for today. All paid affiliates present today, line up at the front. No promotionals or announcements, right? All right, this is the morning greeting only. We'll begin with affiliates in person. Please walk off towards the door after your greeting, and next we'll call the ones online. All right. Good morning, everyone. It's good morning anyway, right? Sunshine, no hot. You miss me. Janet Long with ACG Funding, and I wish you a best day.
Good morning, everyone. Brandon Savransky with First American NHD, and I also agree it is feeling a lot better than that super hot heat this week. So have a great week.
Be careful paying for title. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Cosmo Sanchez, and I am a mortgage lender with you in funding. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. Oriana Chan with Prime Lending.
Good morning, everyone. Chris Hahn with Guild Mortgage. Have an awesome day.
Good morning, my name is John with Budget Blinds, your personal blind man. Thank you.
Good morning, Nancy Chan, lawyers. Have a wonderful day.
Good morning, Jeff Berg with Western Rooter Plumbing. Good morning, Alina Chu from Glendale, Sesco. Have a fabulous day.
Good morning, everybody. Eduardo Higuchi with New York.
Good morning, everyone. Alba Moy from Moyersville, Alhambra. Have a wonderful day.
Good morning, Richard Zelena, ACG funding, and I hope somebody in this room wins the mega jackpot on Friday for $1 billion.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Phoebe Liu. I'm from ESF Bank. I'm your Super Committed Home Loan Officer. Thank you. Yeah, wonderful day. Thank you.
Good morning, Sage Gomez, my NHG. Have a great day.
Good morning, everybody. Lucia Tam, representing CAREPA, Chinese American Real Estate Professionals Association. Have a great week.
Hi, Juliet Kailua with Sunrun Solar.
Good morning, David Tran with Home Guard Home Warranty. If you cannot afford a lottery ticket, I offer you a second chance. I can help you make money. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Yolanda Martinez Arenas, WFG National Title Company. Have a wonderful and cool day.
Good morning, everybody. Derek Talberg, CST Insurance. Have a great day.
All right. Next, we want to call on our affiliates who are joining us online. We have John Wax, SNAP, NHD, Judy Chow, AAA Capital Investment, Sandy Franco, First American Home Warranty, Mark Wu, Lavo Insurance.
Let's start with John Wax.
Good morning, everyone. John Wax with Snap NHD. Happy August. Have a wonderful day. The heat is coming back. Thank you.
Good morning. This is Judy Chow, Loan Officer, AAA Capital Investment. Have a great month. Take care.
I'm going to guess it's my turn. Good morning, everyone. Sandy Franco, First American Home Warranty. Have a great rest of your week.
And Mark Wu here with Lavo Insurance. Many companies aren't writing insurance. Mine are. Thank you for home insurance.
Thank you very much. We're happy to include open pitching to our hybrid MLS breakfast. Oops, I'm skipping something, sorry. It says the West San Gabriel Valley Foundation is doing a silent auction. 2 items. Please visit the silent auction table to bid on them. Like something that might be organic. I don't know what the other item is.
Okay, let's move on.
Today we have 3 listings. It looks like that's what's up next. Okay. The first one is from Fu Wen of Momentum Realty. Welcome, Fu.
He's
Something
online.
to add?
He's on Zoom.
Hi. Yeah, I'm presenting on behalf of Fu. I'm his partner, Chelsea. We're with the same company. We have end unit townhouse, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms in the heart of Monterey Park. I wish there was an interior photo, but it's really cute inside. My client, oh, thank you so much. My client, chose everything herself. The unit was completely remodeled in 2021. We have a broker open. It's actually 11 to 1 p.m. today, and we have some Subway sandwiches and some drinks. Feel free to stop by if you're around Monterey Park. The asking price is $749,000. If you have a buyer, I'd love to work with you. Thank you.
Those are beautiful pictures. It looks like a lovely listing. Thank you, Phil. Next, we have Kenny Nell of Remax Elite Realty.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kenny from Remax Elite Realty. I got a condo in Arcadia. The address is 615 South 2nd Avenue, Unit A. The condo offers 2 appliances, Whirlpool appliances included, refrigerator, stove, range, and it has a 4-ton central AC energy saving window, tankless water heater, water softener, and the HOA is $274 a month. The condo is 4 bedroom, 3 bath. Living area is 1550, and the lot is 7,323. The price is $945,000. Once again, the address is 615 South 2nd Avenue, Unit A. It's between Fano Street and Genova. It's on Second.
Thank you.
Thank you. It looks beautiful. All right, now we have Helen Ma, Coldwell Banker Dynasty.
Good morning. I'm not Helen Ma this morning, but she is my partner. My name is Sylvia Ramos and I am with Coldwell Banker Dynasty. And we both have a condo, a very charming condo, one level. And it's not a senior community. It's in the city of Alhambra, prime location between Vega and El Manzar. And it's right in the center, located in a very prime location. Let me tell you a little bit about this. Yes, it needs some upgrades, it needs some updates, but the comparables are there. We have recently reduced it to 599,000. It was originally listed at 629,000. If you look at the comparables, they go up to 675. So we have had the vast majority of buyers come in are investors, number one. Number two are second home buyers. So baby boomers that are looking to sell their home primarily in San Marino area and Monrovia are coming over and they want to put a bid, but they're contingent offers. So the sellers are encouraged to sell. I'm not going to say motivate, they are encouraged. We have had offers, but they're not in the zone of what they prefer. It is a 1,110 square feet, as you can see. So please, you want to make some income, come on by. We're open today from 10 to 1. Helen is there now. So we would love to have you. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
I love that area, Helen. Thank you. I've been to that complex.
Sylvia.
Sorry.
Thank you. And I went to East Valley College, so thank you.
Oh, good for you. All right, now we want to welcome Jim Clarke. He's Government Affairs Director with us, and he will be introducing our guest speaker, followed by a legislative update.
Our guest is not here yet, so hopefully she will arrive while I'm giving this. Let me just adjust this. That gonna work? Can everybody on Zoom hear us? Okay. Again, I'm Jim Clarke. I act as your, what we call Government Affairs Director, or your local lobbyist, if you will. By the way, I went to USC. And I probably need to get an updated headshot because I think that was about 20 years ago. Good thing it's in black and white because the gray, but anyway. So just to give you a background of what we do, Government Affairs Directors, most associations have one or they contract one like me, and we handle local lobbying. We look at the agendas from the cities and the county, and county being the main focal point of what I do here, to make sure that there's nothing that might be hamper the industry, if you will, or could be good for the industry. So we either fight or fight for or fight against those particular types of proposed legislation. We also act as, your kind of a grassroots network for the state lobbyists up in Sacramento. So when they have an issue, they want to mobilize the organization. We're kind of the forefront of that too. Also, we are very, very involved in fundraising. I'll get to that a little later in the presentation. But well, I will just get started. But if Councilmember Perez does show up, I'll cut and bring her up. What we're going to be doing is a series of 4, starting with today, 4 candidates that are running for the state Senate, 25th state Senate district, which is an open seat being vacated by Senator Anthony Portantino. The newly drawn district makes West San Gabriel Valley Realtors the focal point of this new district. I mean, it's entirely within the 25th, and before we had little piece of that, little piece of this, little piece of that. So they're going to be, West San Gabriel Valley is going to be the main association in the newly drawn district. So that's why it's so important that we meet these candidates. So starting with today, if she shows up, we're going to have a candidate. The 4 candidates will be here, one coming every week until we're finished. So starting today, but it's very, very important that we interview them, listen to them, and make a choice, give that choice or that recommendation to the state so they can make a decision on who they want to support with creep back money. And we'll talk about that a little bit. Today, I wanted to focus on, and it's a theory, or I should say proposal, we call it TOPA, but it's Tenant Opportunity to Purchase Act. And it basically gives tenants first right of refusal when an owner wants to sell his or her building. And they're looking at what you're seeing here is a kind of a time frame or a model that they're looking at. And that's in this in Washington, DC. Step by step, I'll go through it briefly, but this is for 5 or more units. And so if a landlord wants to sell his building, he has to offer it to the tenants themselves. Even though they've got a contract with a realtor, they still have to make an offer to the tenants, or the tenants give them the right of first refusal in these situations. And the problem with them is this takes so long, it drags out because of the red tape and the bureaucracy, it drags out a potential sale sometimes up to a year. And that, yeah, oh yeah. So starting in the top right-hand corner, you can see chronologically what the landlord has to do. And first of all, has to let the tenants know that there is an intent to sell, and give them the right to buy the building. They would have to form a tenant organization if they don't already belong to one. And then, of course, they would have to find funding. And every time one of these steps comes along, there is a period of time which they have to perform. So the first part is 45 days. Then the second period goes into negotiations, which could last up to 120 days. And then at the end, the back and forth between these two could last up to 360 days. So there you have your year. Here's the kicker on this one, with 5 and over. If an agreement cannot be made and everything falls out, you have to start the process all over again. Yeah. So again, this is Washington, DC, but this is the model that the County of Los Angeles is looking at. But that's what the intelligence we're gathering. So we did workshops that all of us participated in, stakeholder meetings. A lot of the government affairs directors were there. We know that the organization that was hired to do the workshops was pretty biased to begin with. And so we have not had a report back yet. We were supposed to get it like 90 days ago, I believe. And we still have not seen anything, but we're hearing from county staff that they're looking at the DC model to model theirs after. When this all comes to fruition, I don't know. But I will tell you that we have already applied for grants from NAR, CAR, and we're in the process working with consultants to, number one, build a website, to create collateral material for all of you to get out in the field and share this horrible proposal with your clients and so on. So we're trying to get ahead of the game. Anyway, that's for 5 and over units, and you'll see the next slide for 2 and 4. It doesn't get any easier. I mean, even that one could last up to 240 days. But unlike anywhere in the country, I mean, for the most part, single family homes have been protected because of the Costa-Hawkins Act with regard to rentals. But let's move one more slide. But this proposal actually would create the opportunity for single properties, single unit properties in a condo or a house that had been occupied for 5 years or more to be purchased by the tenant. Same rules would apply. So they'd have to be there for 5 years. I just want to say the dates on here, these slides are a little old, but that basically would equate to a 5-year period. So if somebody hasn't been there for 5 years and then. Did I run out of time? Here we go. Anyway, can you hear me now? Okay. So the 5 years is very important. So if they've been there for less than 5 years, it could be the batteries. Let me grab this one. Okay, how's that? Now we don't have to worry about this one. Okay. So the 5 years is a big thing. So if they're there for more than 5 years, they have the right to the right of first refusal on a house that's going up for sale. If they haven't been there or they're not elderly or disabled, they have to fill out a notification. It moves on. So, but anyway, the big point here is that single family homes could be affected by this and sales could take up to, this process could take up to 45 days. Before we can go into escrow, but anyway, all of this obviously you can see is very frustrating. It creates major burden on what you do and how you make your living, and so we're gonna fight it. I hope you're behind this. So we're gonna, okay. Couple of things, you know, one of the ways that we do this obviously is through your generous contributions to the Realtor Action Fund. And if you want to go to the next slide, just wanted to show you that we have a contest going on that you might have heard of, but it's called the Office to Office Contest Battle Royale, and it fits your offices. We have 3 categories. I think it's one to 4 agents in our offices are small, and the medium-sized office is 5 to 15, and then large offices are 16 and up. But in each of these categories, there's going to be a winner. Whoever has the highest participation in contributions to the Realtor Action Fund can win a lunch for their office, and that's in the it would be presented in a gift card to DoorDash or something like that. But just a kind of a fun contest between offices, and I hope you'll take this information. I think these flyers are going out into your email probably once a week. I'm not sure the frequency, but it's going on and it goes on until the end of this month. Albert and President Lane will be going to do office visits to kind of push this, but kind of a fun opportunity, and it'll be great to have a nice lunch for your agents. All you have to do is give a $20 contribution if you haven't given anything already. If you've already participated by contributing to the RAF in your dues, you already count. But so if you haven't contributed $20, make sure you talk to your broker to get that in. A couple other things that I wanted to talk about. One thing that just came out last week, once again, and it's all about small property owners, rental property owners, but the AIDS Healthcare Foundation once again was able to put on the ballot an attempt to eliminate Costa-Hawkins, which protects single-family homes from rent control, and also would eliminate vacancy decontrol if that was eliminated. It's the 3rd time they're trying. We defeated it every time they've tried, but here they are again, and it's qualified, so it's going to be on the ballot in 2024. Again, right. The other thing that we're watching, rent control, we're consciously watching Alhambra right now. They did some suspensions on major rehab, basically so that they wouldn't remove tenants, and so they put a freeze on that. And then over the next 6 months, they're going to be exploring expanding the already existing state rent control in the city of Alhambra. So we're watching that carefully too. Rent control devalues property, and it affects your bottom line if you're selling these 2 to 4 unit buildings. Pasadena already has it, and kind of struggling with that. I know a lot of you do business in Pasadena, and I'm working with my colleague there to try to educate folks on how that program is working. But they already have it; they put it on the ballot, and so the voters of Pasadena put it into effect, and it's going to be starting there pretty soon. We're just putting together the staff and they're going to need, and so on. So we're watching all of that stuff. But anyway, your contributions are very, very important. I hope you get involved in this contest. And if you have any questions, here I am. Thank you. Any questions on the chat?
Let's see.
We can take that offline or something.
I can ask it, but I don't know what to expect, because you're giving legislative updates and this seems like more. So it's when service notice to termination lease after lease expired for an old townhouse, how do we tell whether if the property is covered by the TPA Act of AB 1482? I'm not thinking that this applies. What property types are covered by TPA and what's not covered?
Okay, that's the Data Protection Act. 1482 is the piece of legislation. This is, well, unless I'm talking to this person, I'd have to ask some other questions, because if the townhouse is a single family home. And, you know, not part of a rental complex, then there's the single family, then there shouldn't be any issue with that. They can do what they want, but yeah, I'd probably have to call this person. Please leave your number in the chat and your name, and then we'll get back to you, okay?
Thank you, Jim.
One more question, Jim. Can you please explain a little bit more about the offer?
The RAF.
RAF.
Okay, Realtor Action Fund, basically, this is your voluntary contribution that you'll see on your dues billing, but also we collect money for that fund outside of that by doing contests like this. So the RAF covers, well, for us, 3 different well, I'll just say PACs, political action committees. One is called the Advocacy Local Fund, and that's used for local lobbying campaigns or actions, you know, that we do to educate realtors, to basically we can use it for several things for lobbying. We can take members to Sacramento, we can take members to DC, we can do all kinds of stuff with that actual fund. It's called Advocacy Local Fund, otherwise referred to as ALP. The second fund is called your Issues Mobilization PAC or Impact. And some of that money trickles down to Impact. Issues Mobilization PAC is used for local ballot initiatives, and that's it. Only local ballot initiatives to either fight or support them when they affect the industry. So if the city of, say, Monterey Park puts a ballot initiative that says, do you want to eliminate yard signs or open house signs on the streets, and leaves it up to the city to decide, we could fight that. So that's what that's used for. The last one, PPAC, or the local candidate recommendation committee, LCRC, is for candidates. And so that fund provides money to your local association to support candidates for local office, city council, city attorney, even school board if you choose. So those 3 is where that money goes from the Realtor Action Fund. That's where your contribution ultimately lands. And we split the money with the state, and this organization has done very well this year. The goal for participation was 21, and so far West San Gabriel Valley has 23% participation, which is terrific. You can give yourself a hand. So does that answer it for you, President Lane? I saw you 2 chatting over there. Anyway, if there's no other questions, oh, sorry. Lorraine.
Thank you, Jim. I have a question. Being old school, to me, a first right of refusal is you market the property, you get an accepted offer, and then you go to the first right of refusal and say, can you match it? Does this apply to the TOPA?
Well, not in the DC model, but there are others that we've looked at. They've looked at San Francisco, which was even worse. And then there's one up in, I think it's Fredericks County in Maryland or something. And so, you know, these ideas are coming from faraway places, except for San Francisco. And I hope to gosh, they don't, look at the San Francisco model, but because then you have a real issue. But, this one, the fact that you have to start over if everything falls apart, start the process all over, I think that is the biggest issue that we saw concern with. It's bureaucratic red tape. It puts the power of the sale into the tenant's hands. And that's not the case. Plus, your third party, a realtor, could be skipped over, even though there's a contract with third party. The tenant still has the right, so.
Hello, Jim. Thank you so much for your information
pleasure.
and for your service to our industry. We need you. Is there, you mentioned Pasadena already has rent control. We already passed it. Alhambra, it's pending. Is there a website or is it
that lists the cities that are going through this possible transition or already has adopted rent control?
You know, that's a great question, not to my knowledge. It's something I can talk to my colleagues about.
Right, because
Um,
obviously it's important to our industry.
yeah, absolutely.
Los Angeles County, so.
Yeah, and if there's not one, I mean, just know that the entire state is covered by rent control, you know that. And there is a cap of 10% and the rent is 5% plus, you know, CPI with a cap of 10. And that's for any property that was built before 1995. So if that, when I mentioned the Costa-Hawkins issue, if Costa-Hawkins is repealed and defeated, that 1995 would be lifted and every property could be subject to rent control, which, what does that tell you? Nobody's gonna want to build housing in this state. Because who wants to build housing knowing it's gonna be subject to rent control? It's nuts. I like that idea. Let me see if there is one. I can, you know, get back to you if you leave your card and, but we
Or
don't.
if you can forward to the board, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know Albert and.
And well, if there is a link to that type of list, what we'll do is post it on the website. And then get it out to all of you in some sort of government affairs, update. Okay,
Perfect. And then my second question is, I believe July 31st was the due date for the COVID eviction.
yes,
Do you know anything, any other updates?
right now, all of that has been lifted. We know the county had to lift and then everybody else was done on July 31st. So if they should have had to pay at least some part of their rent. Otherwise, you could start an eviction process. I know nobody wants to do an eviction because it's a hassle and you might lose a good tenant, but I'm sorry, if they haven't paid, then you need to recoup that money somehow. And that could mean giving it up and getting a new tenant in there that's gonna pay. So, yeah, there you have it.
There was no extensions.
No.
That we know. of.
No,
Okay.
but that doesn't say that it might happen. So, yeah. Yeah, as far as we know, all across the state, most of those restrictions have been lifted. That was the last one. I think it was the city of LA. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
my pleasure. By the way, they did, real quickly. Topo was experimented with in the city of Los Angeles when I was at the apartment association by the same person who's Janice Hahn, who is on the city council, is now board chairman of the county board of supervisors. She tried it, and God bless her, I mean, she's a good friend, but we were able to convince her not to do it in the city of Los Angeles. We defeated it there. It's just a matter of getting to her in this case, because she has 3 members of the board that are very much in favor of it. So we'll see what happens.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
Thank you. So I do not have a question, but
Okay.
I asked my colleagues here if it was okay, if I can speak. I just want to give a statement. I was, first of all, I was a secondary member here, and it's a possibility I may consider being a primary member here. Okay, and the reason being is, let me tell you something. You have such powerful board. You've got the president here and you have former president here, and these are powerful women. I'm sorry, man, but you have some powerful women here. And they know how to advocate at Washington, DC. So you are in good hands. And I get goosebumps. So give yourselves a hand for having that powerful representation. And let me tell you something about your CEO. He attends every meeting, he sits at the table, and when I was the first Latino president at the AAR, I sat a lot with Albert. And I chatted a lot with Lorraine. And you have all the. So, okay, so I don't even know if any of you know what a GAD is or what a GAD is. Okay, she says no.
Well, I explained it earlier, what we do, but by the way, I'm also the government affairs director for AAR.
Say, is number one, take a look at that photo up there. Have any of you paid attention to that photo up there? Do you even know what it means? Okay, so that's representation from your association lobbying for your rights. If you think that real estate is about selling houses, you're wrong. It's about relationships. So what I want to say here is that Jim is very knowledgeable in what he's doing, and when he's giving you this information, he's not here just to scare you, he's here to tell you the facts. And the facts are that over at the AER, you mentioned that, that city ordinances, there's county ordinances, and there's state ordinances, and sometimes they collide. So you have to know when you're selling a home that there's different ordinances out there. $20 is nothing, but I just wanted to share to you that this is powerful, and I appreciate the knowledge here and the opportunity to at least say something. Thank you. Thank you. Round of applause for our dad, Jim Clarke.
Okay, hello. Thank you very much, Jim. The information you gave us, especially on topo, was really good. All right, we want to highlight Tony Escamilla, our affiliate, via home inspection.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry I wasn't here earlier. I got stuck in traffic, but I hope everybody's having a great morning. So my name is Tony Escamilla. You probably receive a lot of my emails and seen a lot of my posts online. I'm the owner of Villa Property Inspections. We are here in the San Gabriel Valley. We service the San Gabriel Valley, Los Angeles area, Orange County, and the Inland Empire. We've been in business for 25 years. I'm a licensed general contractor and a building inspector, like a building inspector from your local city municipality. We have 4 inspectors on staff, so scheduling inspections is very easy and very quick, usually within 24 to 48 hours. Some of the services that we offer, we do single family inspections, multifamily inspections, commercial building inspections. We also do sewer line camera inspections, mold inspections, thermal imaging, and moisture detection. So we want to be a one-stop shop. The only thing that we don't do is termite. Let's see. We also, all of our inspectors have all the latest technology on board. We have drones. We have a fleet of drones. If we can't get on the roof, we'll put a drone up in the air and get some high definition photography. We also have a fleet of robots. So if we can't get under a house, all we need is 7 inches to get one of our robots in there and do the inspection. One of the things that we do is you probably receive my emails frequently. We send out educational emails on a regular basis, and we try to provide value for you, the realtor. And in doing so, we also have a series of classes that we offer that we can do in-house at your office. The one that we have going on right now is how to avoid problems with your home inspection. So 10 tips on how to avoid problems before, during, and after your home inspection. So check it out on the website. It's www.inspectaproperty.com. Like I said, there's 9 offerings, and we'd be happy to drop by your office and impart some information. Thank you, everybody.
I've used the same guy for about 25 years, but we're going to give you a call. Thank you very much. All right. Brandon Zamoransky for the affiliate committee, having the affiliate networking mixer on August the 24th. For those of you that want to put that on your book. Now we have attendance drawing, so all West San Gabriel Valley members are included in the attendance drawing, but you have to be here. All right, today our pot is at $525. So if we don't get a winner, $25 gets added to the pot every week until somebody wins. The pot's going to begin at $25 when someone does win. For our next breakfast meeting of the year, we still don't have a winner, so we will draw a lucky winner at that time. The winner must be a person at the association and a member of this association. When your name is called, you must announce that you are present. If we call your name 3 times and you don't respond, we move on. No exception.
Okay, let's pronounce that one.
Yan? Kayan? So is Yan Kayan here?
You need to bring me
What
the
money?
flyer if you want me to.
Yan Kayan?
It's in the hallway.
My last call. Want to reconsider your name? Yan Kayan? All right, that's it, goes into the pot. All right. So now we have an Amazon gift card drawing. We're gonna select 3 winners from those attending in person. Each person's gonna get a $25 Amazon gift card. That is one of the good things that came with COVID. I never used Amazon like I do now. Here we have Oyana Chad. Jacqueline Chow. Jacqueline Chow. William, wait. William, wait. So, thank you for participating in our education class. We have a list of upcoming class going to be displayed on the screen. There you go. Got that 45-hour DRE license renewal. That's going to take place on August the 4th. That's a Friday at 9:30 to 12:30. We have the At Home with Diversity certification course. That's on Monday, August 7th from 9:30 to 4:30. That's $39. Then we have the commercial seminar, Know the Law. Commercial, environmental, natural hazards disclosures requirements in California, Tuesday, August the 8th from 12 to 1, and that one's free. And then we have the CRMLS virtual trading marketing solutions, Wednesday, August the 9th, 9 to 10 a.m. That's also free. So we got 2 freebies in there. All right, so now we have a 50-50 raffle. This is cash. $65 for our lunch today. All right, 1911732. 1911732. 19117. There we go.
Right there. Needs to come up. What is green?
If you submitted an announcement form, please come up and make your announcement. You have 30 seconds. So I already announced that one. This is that Brandon Ramsey, our affiliate committee, is going to come up regarding his network mixer.
Good morning, everyone. All right, so we have these flyers outside, but it is going to be on August 24th at Row in Sierra Madre. If you've never been to Row, it is an Asian fusion restaurant that is amazing. And so I hope that you all will join us. This is a great way for you to meet the different affiliates, and there should be some raffle prizes given out. So if anything, you'll get some good food and maybe a free Amazon gift card. So everyone show up, and I look forward to seeing you guys there August 24th at Row in Sierra Madre. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to tell you, I was just in Sierra Madre yesterday having lunch again. That's a wonderful little city for those of you that haven't been there. All right, so now we have our 30-second pitches for those of you who want to do a pitch.
No.
Please come up.
None.
No pitch. Any pitches online?
No.
No pitches online. All right. Let's see. Let's please join us now next week, August 10th, as we welcome Jared Duke, Business Development Manager and Director of Educational Outreach for Optimum Seismic. His topic is going to be what realtors and their clients need to know about seismic vulnerabilities, and that's earthquake stuff. Okay. So thank you everyone for coming today and being patient with me. This is my first time doing this, but I had fun. Thank you. Have a good day.